Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a reading for Divine Masculine in the energy of the new moon in Virgo. I do have a guided music message, and I'll do a little bit of AstroTarology. If you want to jump ahead to the collective reading, go right ahead. I'll put a timestamp in the description box below. Now, I will fess up that I really don't want to do this reading. I really didn't want to do this music message. I don't. It's been living in my head for 2 days over and over and over again. Normally, what I'll do is meditate on the energies and ask the universe, okay, what is the energy for Divine Masculine, say in this case? And either I will get an energy, a message, or music. In this case, it was instantaneous. I was like, what is the message for Divine Masculine under? I don't even think I got time to finish thinking it. And then I heard the voice of Janis Joplin, you know, cry, cry, baby, go on and cry, baby. So, not one of my favorite Janis Joplin songs, although I love her, but I will explain to you why I'm so resistant to doing this reading, and then I'll do the reading because it is so strong, the energy, that I have to feel it's got some relevance for somebody out there. Somebody needs this reading told. Anyway, let's jump into the lyrics that started to come through to me. And then again, because I don't really like this song very much, I had to look up the rest. So the part that came to me was the chorus where she says, go on and cry, cry, baby. Come on, daddy, like you always seem to do. And when you walk around the world, babe, you said you'd try to look for the end of the road. She has a very distinct writing style. You may find out later that the road will end in Detroit. Honey, the road may even end in Kathmandu. You can go all around the world trying to find something to do with your life when you only got to do one thing well. You only got to do one thing well to make it in this world, babe. If you've got a woman waiting for you there, all you ever got to do is be a good man one time to one woman, and that will be the end of the road, babe. So, okay. So anyway, that was the part of the lyrics that came to me. And then I looked up the rest of the lyrics, and the reason I've never really liked this song is because elsewhere in the song, she's that woman waiting. And essentially what she's saying to the man in the song is no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you're with, you can always come back to me when it's time to be vulnerable. Go on and cry, cry, baby. I know the world is hurting you. You can come back to me. And I'm like, yes, where's your sense of pride? Especially relevant right now because we have Venus in Leo. But then, okay, so I took it even a little bit further because again, the message was so, and also I saw other synchronicities to do with that. But anyways, the message was so strong. I'm like, fine, I'll do my due diligence. I looked at Miss Joplin's birth chart. She is a Capricorn, or was a Capricorn. And incidentally, she has moon in Cancer, poor lady, man. Moon in Cancer with a Capricorn sun is a very challenging combination. First of all, they're in opposition. And the moon in Cancer is one of my least favorite placements as it is, in terms of it being very challenging for the person who holds that placement. Again, it's too empathic. It's too open-hearted, if that can be a thing. But that song is talking about that. Right now we have Jupiter and Cancer in the final degree of Venus. So it's at the last degree of Cancer before it moves into Leo. Isn't that interesting, given what that song is saying? And the final degree of any sign is a very highly concentrated energy. It also contains the ultimate lesson. And the ultimate lesson, well, one of the ultimate lessons in the Cancerian energy is that open-hearted mothering energy. And the idea of unconditional love, which is really what Janis is talking about in that song. And then I was looking down the rest of her birth chart. This is so interesting. She has Mars, Mercury, and a rising sign, and like 2 other placements in Aquarius. We just had a full moon in Aquarius. This new moon in Virgo that I'm recording under today puts an end to that full moon energy and starts off the new moon energy in Virgo. So all of those Aquarian placements. And also right now we have Pluto retrograding through Aquarius. Well, the Aquarian principle when it comes to love and friendships is very magnanimous. It's very much based on a humanitarian point of view. Aquarius is the opposite sign of Leo. So it tends not to have a possessiveness to it. It's kind of like a generalized feeling of love for all. Where Leo, the opposite sign, and where Venus is about to move, is very much more possessive, very much more up close, personal, passionate, and one-to-one. Aquarius is like, we got enough love for everyone, baby. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a wandering, philandering energy in a love relationship, not at all. But there is that kind of detached freedom perspective to it. And when I looked at how much Aquarius Janice had in her chart, it makes a lot of sense. But there's that internal push and pull, especially with a Cancerian moon. And again, right now we have Jupiter in Cancer and Venus in the final degree. When Jupiter hits a planet in the same sign, it amplifies the energy. So that Cancerian energy is incredibly strong. You could find it very emotional right now. Anyway, and I'll say one other thing about Janice's chart that I noticed is that she has North Node. So that is our North Node in our chart is our uncomfort zone. It's where we're not comfortable, but it's where our soul is moving towards. That puts her South Node in Aquarius, because always in opposition. So in this song, she's coming from the Aquarius principle for sure, which would be her comfort zone, right? But the North Node is in Leo. So where her uncomfortable zone is and where her challenge would be, I don't know why I'm talking about all of this. It's very guided. Again, I didn't want to do the message, but here we go. Anyway, she's being pulled towards that Leo North Node. So a lot more pride, a lot more like, I want to be valued though. I want to be the only thing that brings the warmth and the sun into your life. Instead of her being like, when all else rejects you, you can come to me for comfort, which can be a little bit more on the Cancerian side of things. Again, you guys know I am a Cancerian. I by no means any of this astrology is meant to judge another person. I'm talking about astrology and the energy in its purest form. When we're talking about individuals who embody these energies, well, the birth chart is so deep, where it's as specific as your thumbprint. So to reduce somebody by one energy like a sun sign is absurd. So please don't take anything I'm talking about personally if you relate to anything that I'm saying here. But in any event, so the other part of the reason why I was resistant to do, well, two other things. I was like, okay, so how does this apply to divine masculine? I see the astrology lining up with Janice very strongly. And that's always an indication to me that, yes, this is very guided and very necessary to do the message. Part of the process for me, as well if it sticks around like it has for the last 3 days. Anyway, let me get a sip. On one hand, I can feel the push and pull too, because I can see what she's saying with that kind of like unanimous, equal love for all energy. But I too have 3 placements in Leo. I'm like, where's your pride, woman? Where is your sense of self-value? Where is your sense of wanting to be valued? And then I like what she's saying, and this is where I'm going to bring Virgo into the action too. I hope you guys are with me. You're going down the rabbit hole of my mind, but this is where AstroTarology really comes from. So anyways, I'm going to bring more astrology into the aspects here with a new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees and a sun at Virgo in 0 degrees. Now, Virgo is also the sacred servant and the soul servant, let's say, but also the healer, the wise old healer. Virgo's opposite sign is Pisces, which is the intuitive of the zodiac. Pisces can absorb energetically the emotional needs of the environment around them, of the people or the person around them, without even trying. And then Virgo, as the opposite sign, kind of steps in and wants to be the wise leader or create some kind of safety or structure around what they're intuiting to be the needs of another person. And she's kind of doing that in that song as well. It's very interesting. I mean, the danger with the Pisces Virgo opposition, I always say, it can be a little too service oriented without even knowing it, and thereby can suffer from energetic overwhelm and then go into retreat. Oftentimes that's the case Because again, there's all this emotional intuiting of the needs of the many around them. And it can be quite exhausting. Virgo wants to take responsibility for all of that. Like in Pisces energy, it's Neptune, so it's a lot more vague. It's a lot more just like taking it on energetically. Virgo is Earth and it's Mercury. It wants to form a structure. It wants to, like I said, it wants to do something or take responsibility for the feelings of other people. And that was a little bit in the song too. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it there because I don't really know what the heck I'm talking about with all of this, but over and over and over in my mind for 3 days. I can't sing it. I wouldn't even try the unstoppable, incredible Janice, right? Quite the song. Anyway, cry, cry, baby. Interesting. The one spot he feels safe, the one spot he feels like home, Cancer energy. Let's get into the reading. This is still going to be a general reading, so for anybody, any sign, you'll know if you resonate with it. The song may or may not apply. We'll see how this goes. Again, I won't go into what divine masculine and feminine is. It has nothing to do with gender. You should all know that by now for sure. But let's jump into the reading with the sacred rebels. Let's see what's going on in the overall energy of the new moon in Virgo. For divine masculine, what do we have? Oh, we have follow your own rhythm. Well, this is number 5 in this deck. No direct tie into tarot, but number 5 in the major arcana is the Hierophant. Now, first of all, the Hierophant can have a lot to do with structures and belief systems and governments and family, like inherited family rules. This is how we do things kind of energy. But follow your own rhythm would be going against all of that and doing things your way. Of course, listening to the sound of your own beat. You know what I'm trying to say? But also, number 5 can be a place of challenge. It's a midway point. So it really requires that you stand behind who you are and what you believe. Okay. Interesting. Now, in the song, she's kind of saying that. Go follow your own rhythm. And then when you need a safe place, right? So we'll see. Anyway, what do we have? Inner trust. Well, this reminds me of the High Priestess, number 2. Follow your own rhythm. Follow what is guiding you. You don't need to check with how it's usually done or with any authority around you. And we'll see where this goes. But certainly, this is about tapping into your own independence. And we have that strong Aquarius energy there. Okay, let's go to the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, interesting. Oh, interesting. We have between worlds. Now look at this flamingo. The backside is in black and white, still stuck partly in the past, and the front half is already in the future, in the technicolor vision of the future where you want to move towards. See, what this card always brings out to me, though, is that there's such a sharp contrast between where you are and where you want to be. And once you know where you want to be, it makes the past even more black and white. Then we have observer. Yeah, you know where you want to be. Now, you could be looking at a situation or a person from a distance, observing, right? But this requires you trust yourself. And then we have community. And maybe we'll see how this goes. This could be somebody in your community that you have your eye on, but it could also, once again, follow your own rhythm, have you going against the community in some way. We have truth be told on the bottom of the deck, so you need to tell people. Okay. It's very interesting. Let's get into it. Let's use the good tarot. What do you have on your mind here? I'm going to take what fell upright. We have the moon. Okay. Very interesting. We have the moon coming out. Double interesting. As I record this, we have the new moon in Virgo. And then in the middle of the month, we have a full moon eclipse in Pisces. So this can be about timing. But the moon is about intuition and entering into the unknown, followed only by what is guiding you. This can be about keeping things hidden as well. And then I see the Chariot. Cancer is major. The Chariot is about taking control of your life. It can be about victory and success. But I believe that there's something you want to do, a move you want to make. This could have you traveling, something like that. Maybe going into a new world. How do you feel? How do you feel? I mean, the Chariot is a card about following your own rhythm too. She doesn't have any in this deck. It's a woman. She doesn't have any reins to those horses. It's driven by being in alignment with your own sense of self, inner trust. Follow your own rhythm. That's what drives you towards success with the Chariot. It's allowing yourself to be guided. Yeah, you're keeping something to yourself, though, for sure. We have the 6 and 7 of Swords here. Interesting, they come out together. There's that Aquarius energy. Now, the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, that's about strategy to move forward. A lot of cards about travel here, and a lot of cards about keeping things to yourself. We have Observer. Now, remember on the bottom of the deck, we had Truth Be Told. Well, the 7 of Swords is becoming the 6 of Swords. So you're moving forward to speak a truth. Something that with the moon, maybe you kept hidden before, or was kept hidden from you. Okay? I happen to see the 5 of Cups, which is a card about sadness. Let me see what you're moving towards here with this 7 and 6 of Swords. Oh, what do we got here? We have the Devil, Capricorn's major arcana, in this deck known as temptation. And again, this is about going against some long-held beliefs or rules. Temptation is something that either you view it as a temptation or the people around you do. But look at this Devil, having taken a bite out of that apple of love, is like drunk, passed out on the love. So this is definitely keeping something hidden between worlds, something under the moon. And then we have this temptation. I can't wait to clarify. It can be about fear as well. But in this deck, they actually call it that. Here's where things are going to get interesting. Let me see the energy around you. This could be another person. Could be a situation. We have the World, and then we have between worlds. So the World can be about the closure of a cycle for sure. It's the last card in the majors, completion of a journey. But I think this is somebody at a distance from you, because we have the Chariot too. So that it could be about travel. Okay. Observer at a distance. What's the challenge here for you? And the truth be told. Libra energy, Aquarius energy with the Ace of Swords. That's about being clear and saying it like it is. We have a 6 of Cups here. Interesting. Scorpio energy. I mean, it's going to require that you have a lot of confidence in yourself. There's something you're very passionate about. I can't wait to clarify this, Devil. Let's see. What do we have here? Potential outcome we're at. Okay, I see a Knight of Cups, though, which can be a confession, an apology. Let me see. Potential outcome. Look who shows up. Virgo energy with the Magician. Virgo Gemini. Now, the Magician is the master manifester. I do get a little bit nervous here when I see it with the Devil, though, and the 7 of Swords. See what that's about. You're manifesting something on the sly here, and there might be a necessary reason to, because we have this follow your own rhythm, right? So, but speaking a truth, and then you can manifest what you want. Yeah, what you want. We have the Sun, Leo energy, and then the Knight of Cups. Okay. What's under the Knight of Cups? The King of Cups. Interesting. King of Cups is incredibly deep emotionally, but very mysterious. And we have the moon. So you could be coming into, I don't know, make a confession of your feelings. Something very much hidden. I see an Ace of Cups. Okay. But it didn't want to come out now. The Ace of Cups is the beginning of something new, something emotional. Chariot, please. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about communication, very, very rapid communication, back and forth plans being made. This could be even digital, and it's coming in under the moon, travel plans. Okay. Let me see the Knight of Swords. Very fast energy. And then we have the Six of Cups. Well, we saw the Six of Cups coming in with some kind of a challenge here, remember? Six of Cups can be somebody from your past here that you want to move towards in secret. It could be somebody. We have this devil energy of temptation, inner trust. The Six of Cups is often about more of a feeling than a person, but we'll see where that goes. But you're definitely keeping something hidden here. Again, for some of you, there actually could be children involved. Let me see the Seven of Swords, Six of Swords. The King of Wands, he already came out. No, the King of Wands is Leo energy. Very confident. Trust. Okay. King of Wands, but also very passionate. So let me see that King of Wands. And then the King of Swords, and then I see the Ten of Cups. But why the taboo? You know what? I'm not even going to read these two cards until I get to this temptation card. I very much could be tapping into kind of, this could be a same-sex relationship for some of you and going against community or against your past, your people from your community, from your childhood. But the King of Swords is also the truth teller. And there is an Ace of Swords about a truth needing to be told. Follow your own rhythm. So, for some of you, that can be the case. Because I picked up on that, especially with community. But for others of you, this can be more about the two sides of yourself. Absolutely. And stepping into leadership and confidence, maybe. And of Cups on the bottom. Let me see the Devil. Is this somebody from your past? Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Well, the Nine of Wands, and we do have the World, which can be about the completion of a cycle, like I said. But the Nine of Wands is reaching the end of a long and difficult path in your life. It's been a hard fought. This is burden. And it has something to do with this devil energy and something being kept a secret. Can I see the Nine of Wands? What's happening here? What's the temptation? It's the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Whatever this secret is, whatever it is, again, you could be suspecting that somebody from your past here is up to something behind the scenes. They could be. We'll go into that. But this can be you keeping something a secret that's causing this burden. You're tired of it. You feel tired of it. Let me get one more on the Ten of Wands. So why are you, though? Ace of Cups. You want to have this new beginning. So it can be that you're keeping a certain relationship under hidden for some of you. And it can't really begin here. Can I see the World? in the energy surrounding you. The Eight of Cups. Interesting. Well, this is my emotional pilgrimage card. We saw the Ten of Cups hiding on the bottom of the deck, right? Well, now, the Eight of Cups is a card about having the courage to walk away from what isn't the Ten. It's not quite, right? Between worlds. And this bear is walking away from something, wanting to move towards maybe a ninth cup, right? What is the truth? Underneath of here, I see the Hierophant again. Walking away from what? A belief system, a commitment? And I might have to pull these two kings out here. Let me see the Eight of Cups, actually. The Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and we have the King of Swords here. Now, the King and the Queen of Swords can often be divorcees. We have an Eight of Cups here. This might be somebody that you have to walk away from. Okay. Can I see the Ace of Swords? I mean, the Hierophant could be a marriage here with this King and Queen of Swords. And with the King of Wands, it's going to require a lot of confidence from you. Now, for some of you, this could be even a parent or somebody from deep in your past. With that Ace of Swords, we have the Lovers, Gemini's major arcana. This is not an easy decision to make. Okay, interesting. Generally speaking, when we encounter lovers type connections, they can come in the form of other people or situations or opportunities, but whatever they are, remember I said they create a dissonance and they make the way we've been living look even more black and white. And it's so hard to look away. But the Lovers, two sides of the self, may be Gemini energy. And for some of you, this could be two people, right? Can I see the Lovers? You need to tell the truth here about what makes you happy. Strength and the Ten of Cups, Leo energy. The Ten of Cups is about everything that you can imagine, and it is up to you. Follow your own rhythm. What defines happiness for you? But whatever that is, this is with that King of Wands about you having the courage to go for that. And it looks to me like you might have to take a stand against somebody here and end a cycle that's burdening you. Could have something to do with somebody from your past. I mean, we have you walking away from this Queen of Swords. Now, that could be who's in observance of you and why you're being so strategic for some of you. But this is about having the courage to make that choice and speak your truth. We'll go into that. Let me see the Magician. It's the Emperor. I'm so happy he showed up. Divine masculine energy. The Emperor takes dominion over his own life. We have Mars here. This is Aries, Capricorn, and Taurus. Now we have a Six of Cups, so there could be children. The Emperor's often father, husband, but he's also who drives the chariot, taking control of your own life, following your own rhythm, and manifesting the world you want, your new beginning. Let's see. And what's that about for you? One could say that you're wondering the same thing. We have the Page of Swords. This is something you're curious about. It could be a new beginning, but the page holds that ace. So let me take it one step further because this could be communication. Let me see the Page of Swords. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Okay. We have the Naked Heart, which is a bonus card in this deck. It comes after the World, but before the Fool. Because before you can go completing a cycle and then leap into a new cycle, the heart has to be clean. And maybe there is a truth you need to be tell so that you can have your new beginning with a clean heart. The Naked Heart, a brand new beginning. Yeah, and you already know where you're going. Three of Wands. The Magician has, I mean, you already know, you have your eye on it. So let's see what's on the other side. The Three of Wands is framing a pretty golden horizon there. Can I see that Three of Wands? Where are you heading? We have a Page of Cups. Okay. Didn't we already see a Page of Cups? Let me get one more. Can I see a Page of Cups here? A Knight of Cups and then a Queen of Cups. It's a lot of water energy. Now, you could be moving towards a water sign. We saw the King of Cups hiding out before. You could be moving towards a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. One more. I'm going back to this Devil in just a minute. The Three of Pentacles and the Hermit. I like that. Well, the Hermit's more Virgo energy, new moon in Virgo. And remember, I said it's about soul searching, but also about what you want to build. This is about getting on the same page with somebody. It's about collaboration, friendship. And then I see the King and Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. King and Queen of Cups to the King and Queen of Pentacles. So turning feelings into something real, building on something together. Interesting. And we see all this energy about the Hierophant. Okay, what's underneath of that? Yeah, what? Look what it is. Tarot blows my mind all the time. It's the two. It's the Two of Cups. So that's who you're moving towards. Let's do one more. The Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Well, the Two of Wands becomes the Three, right? This is about making the choice to set foot on that path. And another ace. The Magician works with all four aces here. Let's have one more there, please, with the Magician. Justice and the Six of Swords. And then I see the Empress. How many matching pairs do we have? Emperor and Empress. Now, for some of you, this can be, again, about getting yourself free of the past, or King of Swords. There could even be a legal decision. Maybe you have to keep something under wraps for legal reasons. That could totally be. Okay, let me grab a different deck. I hope this is making sense. Okay. Another Three of Pentacles. Could be somebody that you see a lot, that you work with, even community. Let me see the Devil, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Wands. The Empress, the Moon, and the Sun. Now, you definitely could be dealing with a Leo, but I think that's more that energy coming through. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, remember when I said there's seeds already planted in the future? Seven of Pentacles. You've already made plans and you've been keeping these under wraps. The Three of Pentacles and the Seven, we have them with the Three. Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. That's my Let Go or Be Dragged card. That's about destiny. Look at this. Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know. You want to move towards somebody that you certainly see as your counterpart in pretty much every way. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles, Cups, and the Emperor and Empress. A lot of you, this can be about moving, like literally between worlds here. One more on the Devil. No, just one more, please. On the Devil with the Nine of Wands. What is this? The Four of Swords and the Chariot. We get the Chariot again. Now, the Four of Swords is a time of rest and integration after a period of heartbreak. So integrating the lessons learned. Again, the Devil here could have to do with fear, because it looks like right here you're having to face something. Let me see the Queen of Swords. The Four of Cups. One more. Remember, somebody, they're waiting. Who is it, though? Do one more. The World. Okay. Maybe they know. I mean, that Queen of Swords looks pretty sharp, and she's coming in with Observer. And you're trying to keep something under wraps. What are the plans? What's the truth? Tell me. One more. What's the truth? What are you choosing here? The Eight of Pentacles. Look at all the earth energy coming through. But so, again, this has to do with you making the choice to put in work, to do whatever is necessary to go towards your future here. I mean, we have a lot of Virgo energy coming through, and it's about planting seeds. Let me see. What do you want to say to this Queen of Cups? Is that who you're going home to? Because the Three of Swords, a period of heartbreaking cycle from the past. I mean, you could be coming to tell somebody about your heartbreak from the past. Page of Swords, Six of Cups. But somebody from your past, like I keep saying, you know where you want to go. But this can also be for you the naked heart, the Six of Cups and the Three of Swords. So that's returning to a place of purity in the heart space. Maybe you want to go, I mean, you could still be wanting to return to somebody from your past, somebody that you see at a distance. I mean, again, you're just going to have to take that as it resonates, my friends. I'll get one more here. What's under the moon? Because you want to communicate with this person. The Devil. And then the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is the fight worth fighting. I don't know. Maybe this person has you on block, or again, somebody could be observing this and you're trying to keep it to yourself. I mean, we have the Two of Cups here. And then the Nine of Pentacles. And you getting yourself free, following your own rhythm. Let's go to the blue deck. How's my timing? We're doing okay. Okay, what do we have? This is definitely about creating something, a home, a place of safety, taking action. And then we have woman holding a coin. Okay, that's the Queen of Pentacles. Well, the Queen of Pentacles is wifey energy. That's okay. Victory. The Chariot twice. The Chariot's a card about victory. Okay. Let's have another one. One more, please. And then door to romance. Exactly. And then we have adjacent possibilities. So there is somebody you already know that you want to move towards, but you have to tell somebody else. Let me see. Let me get one more on the Queen of Swords, because I think that's who you need to tell. Let me see. The Nine of Pentacles in the Tower. Yeah. The Tower is Aquarius energy. So who's the Six of Cups, Queen of Cups? This could, right, involve moving for some of you. Who's the Six of Cups, Queen of Cups? No way. Who is this? Because we have the Queen of Wands. Now you're hiding the King of Wands underneath of that King of Swords. So we get another true pair here. And then I see the Sun and the Ace of Swords. You could definitely be moving towards a Leo, but that Ace of Swords, that's your truth. From the Moon to the Sun. So you're gonna speak one more on what you're gonna say here. The Moon. Okay, one more. The Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this is who you want to move towards and make a commitment to. Can I please have one more with the Queen of Pentacles? The Two of Pentacles and the Empress again. Now the 2 and the 8, the 10 of Pentacles. I just don't know. I mean, we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords with the World and Observer. So is that why you're watching? Or like why you're keeping it so secret? Because somebody could be watching you. One more. It's the King of Pentacles again, and we saw the Queen of Pentacles again. King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Well, let's get, I'm a little confused. I mean, you're definitely moving towards somebody. Truth you need to tell them. Not the person you're moving towards. I think you need to tell the community around you or whoever's observing you. Let's get you some astrology. This could be astrological energy in your chart and somebody around you. We have the conjunction, the alliance coming together. And then we have the 9th house. Well, this is Sagittarius's house. It's the house of exploration and new adventure. There again, you could be wanting to travel with somebody here or do some kind of collaboration. Let's have another one. I mean, you could be moving with the Tower and community. And then we have Capricorn energy. Janice is a Capricorn. I'm just saying she came through. One more. The North Node, which is the future. And then we have the card of dignified or strength. Okay. Interesting. I mean, there could be some travel for you here as well. And maybe that's part of it. Let's get you a moon card. I hope this is resonating. I hope it helped. Went in several different directions, didn't it? Okay. What do we have? New moon in Virgo. You guys, trust all will be well. Okay. I mean, that devil can be fear too, right? Okay. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. What else? New moon in Gemini, think it through. Well, there's a lot of strategy going on here. And one more. Okay. Last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less and feel more. Keeping it to yourself, following your intuition, follow your own rhythm, and inner trust. Interesting that. Okay. Let's get you some talisman. Consider these to be like code words that you can take away from the reading if they resonate with you. Let's see. We have change. There's Uranus. There's that Aquarius energy. And I do see you heading for change. What else? Financial security. On the bottom, I see Destiny and Luna, the moon. Okay. Creativity. King of Wands and the Magician. And I think, again, with that Three of Pentacles, you have somebody you want to create something with. And then good fortune. Wow. Okay. I mean, the Emperor is there. And it looks like you're building an empire. No, we already did astrology. All right, I'm going to close the reading off with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. I truly hope this was helpful to you in some way. Remember, you don't have to resonate with every piece of the reading for it to fit for you. Do we have sacred union? Okay. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. Okay. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. I have that. The Magician. That's what you're doing. You're making it happen and following your inner guidance here. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, one more. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And maybe that's what you were doing with this Seven of Wands and stuff. Okay, let's do one more. But also a pause, right? The Seven of Wands is a pause. Okay, let's do one more. Or Seven of Pentacles. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. I like that Scorpio energy. And here at the end, I'm drawing one more card. It won't leave me alone. What's the Ace of Swords? Tell me the truth. What's that Ace of Swords? Truth be told. I mean, this is, I think, what you need to tell somebody around. The Four of Pentacles. One more. Somebody who's keeping you stuck. Somebody who's holding on to you. Yeah, we have the Strength card here. And then the Lovers. Okay. Interesting. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it was helpful. I love you guys very much. Odd reading, right? Happy new moon in Virgo. Namaste.